Balachandran responding to that.
Supreme Court.
Dr. Balachandran.
The petition filed in the Supreme Court by establishment people tells you how grim the nuclear credibility crisis is.
Dr. Balachandran.
Let us be honest, let us not be in denial, and let us put a stop
Are we in denial?
Until we reassure ourselves.
Are we in denial, Dr. Balachandran?
Give long monologue.
The Department of Atomic Energy Secretary, in March, when the biggest hydrogen explosions were happening in Fukushima, which pointed to core damage, said this is only a chemical explosion. I mean, this man made a fool of himself and of the Indian scientific community internationally.
So may I ask
These are delusional people who are running our program, and I think this has to stop. And people are saying
Look, Arnab, either you stop pronouncing or the program should be abandoned. You cannot have a Praful Bidwai's monologue.
No, Dr.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's a reasonable petition in the Supreme Court. And let that be heard. Until then, let there be a suspension.
My question is... No, 1 second. I go to Dr. Balachandran. I haven't been to him yet. I'm coming to you after that, sir. Right after that, Mr. Srinivasan. Question is, are we in denial mode? Are we in denial mode, Mr. Balachandran? I know you and I have disagreed on this on many occasions. Now, let me ask you. Let me ask you, Dr. Balachandran. I'm not a nuclear scientist. You are. But tell me.
Just give me a couple of minutes.
Just I have one small question for you before that. One small question before that. One small question to you before that.
Let me tell you one thing. Wait. As far as Praful Bidwai is concerned, I don't think there's any point discussing with him. As he says, his government's credibility is low, his credibility is even lower. So I will not stoop that low. Now,
so let's not get personal.
I thought we are going to discuss the Supreme Court petition. Okay? Now, coming to the Supreme Court petition, if I understand correctly what they want, number of items they want the Supreme Court to do.
Yes.
In fact, in case of the proposed plan, they are not asking for a moratorium on all nuclear power plants which are functioning to be stopped. They say, please stop all the proposed. Now, as far as the proposed import at Jaitapur is concerned, Kudankulam is not a proposed, it's actually under construction. So I don't think, according to the petition, they are asking Kudankulam be stopped. We can talk only about Jaitapur and Haripur in terms of imported. Fortunately, because of various other factors that the government bungled, there is not going to be any imported reactor in India for any period of time that I can foresee because of the liability bill. So there is no point in the Supreme Court saying no imported reactor shall come, because the imported reactors will not be supplied by the supplier. So that's the end of the story. Now, according to the other petition, when they say please have an independent regulatory body, now there is a dispute between Dr. Gopalakrishnan and the government as to the nature of the regulatory bill. Now, with all due respect to Dr. Gopalakrishnan, now in India there seems to be a policy of all civil society to say, I have decided what should be the law. Therefore, that should be the law. Mr. Anna Hazare would like to have his Lokpal bill.
No.
Dr. Gopalakrishnan would like to have his regulatory bill. I would like to have my Balachandran support bill. Everybody would like to have their own bill. But nevertheless, an independent regulatory body is needed. Wait. Now, the third thing that they ask for is an independent expert body to conduct a thorough review of the economics. Now, it's very strange. One of the petitioners is Dr. Sharma, who in fact headed a committee on nuclear power pricing only about,
so why are you talking about individuals and not the issue?
Let's make
why
that public.
You're talking about individuals, but you're not talking about the issue.
Wait.
Let me ask you a question.
What I'm trying to say is this.
Let me ask you one question. One question, sir. Question.
I'll put my hand up and sit up. End of the story.
So, one question. Sir, one question. Okay, I will not. Okay, fine.
Now, ask me a question. Don't interrupt me, okay?
I'll ask you a question, sir. I'll ask you a question. Just one small question, sir.
Ask me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. My question to you is that in this petition it is said that what would happen if people within a 30-kilometer radius of the nuclear plant at Narora, Uttar Pradesh, which is about 150 kilometers from Delhi, have to be evacuated? Simple question, sir. What is your answer to that question? I'm not talking about individuals.
That is not going to happen. Therefore, there is no question of evacuating 150 kilometers. End of the story. Now, if you are telling me what is the probability of an accident that will require people under 100 kilometers to be evacuated, that's one question.
Evacuation.
But we are already saying that people need to be evacuated, then what's my point in answering that question?
No, sir. Evacuation policy is fundamental to nuclear safety. I thought it was one of the basic criteria, and that has been the point of difference whenever I raised it in the context of Kudankulam as well. You said it's irrelevant. If the accident is not going to happen, you're saying. I'm saying if it happens, if there's 0.0001%.
What?
Sir, evacuation. How will you evacuate?
3 Mile Island, did they evacuate 150 kilometers?
30 kilometers.
Did in Fukushima, did they evacuate 150 kilometers? Where are you getting these 150 kilometers, 200 kilometers, 1,000 kilometers?
So within 30...
I mean, either talk rationally or make up your own story.
Well, I mean, immediately after Fukushima... Anyway, I'm going to go back to Dr. Gopalakrishnan on that. Dr. Gopalakrishnan, your response to this entire point of evacuation, people living within a radius, etc., which has been raised in the petition.
Obviously, a 20-kilometer radius evacuation possibility will have to be seen and will have to be taken care of in the case of Narora. Whether it is 20 or 30 or 15 is debatable. But that really is not the point, and as you are trying to indicate, it will be a difficult task in such crowded areas. If you go 20 kilometers from Narora, there is quite a number of people living there. But this is something which the emergency preparedness will have to constantly evaluate and see how better facilities can be made. This is an already built reactor, so I think let us worry about taking care of the new projects. That is why the emphasis in this writ petition is much more on the new projects, because there we should at least try to do the things which we did not do in the earlier ones. You see, Arnab, if I may say, the problem with the whole nuclear policy planning is that all civilized countries, at least as a minimum, will look at the safety and performance aspects of the reactors, the cost effectiveness of the reactors, and also look at the potential environmental impact that that reactor could cause under normal operation.
Coming to you, sir. Let him complete, conditions.
Sir. No, let me finish. In the case of India, in all these new reactors which we are planning, these three aspects have not been done transparently to the conviction of the people, to the public. And that is where the entire problem lies. So when you talk about pressurized heavy water reactors, people do have a certain faith because they have seen 20 of them operating, and as Dr. Srinivasan said, they have operated reasonably well. Every successive reactor has operated better. And therefore, if India were to build 700 megawatt PHWRs or 1000 megawatt heavy water reactors, possibly the opposition would have been the least.
True.
And they may not have been even opposition.
My question is now on pressures.
But they have skipped that.
Yes, it's a valid point. Now my question is on pressures. 1 minute. Dr. Srinivasan, you got extremely angry when the question of pressures was raised earlier by Dr. Gopalakrishnan. Now let me quote something for you, sir. Dr. Anil Kakodkar, while candidly explaining why the government is importing nuclear reactors and not using indigenous technologies, in an article written and published in a newspaper on 5th January 2011 said, and I'm translating it, he said, I quote, "We have to keep in mind the commercial interests of foreign countries and of the companies there. America, Russia and France were the countries that we made mediators in these efforts to lift sanctions. And hence, for the purpose, for the nurturing of their business interests, we made deals with them for nuclear projects." Now, what can be clearer than that? What can be clearer than that, Dr. Srinivasan?
Well, okay, Arnab, can I
that is not the way to select reactors.
No, Dr. Srinivasan.
Let me respond.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, first, you will have to ask Dr. Kakodkar to explain a point he has expressed.
No, it's quoted from the petition.
Number two.
Quoted from the petition.
Number two, I want to tell you. Yeah. But I want to now refer to the petition. Now the petition talks about cost of power.
No.
Let me tell you that I have chaired, please wait. I have chaired myself a committee on tariffs, which was, the report was finalized last year. And the cost of power from Tarapur is less than 1 rupee per kilowatt hour.
But that wasn't my question.
The cost of power from the latest heavy water reactors is 3 rupees per kilowatt hour. and the cost of power from Kudankulam will be less than 3 rupees per kilowatt hour. Now this is done on the basis of proper costing, which has been seen by the Planning Commission, Finance Minister and everybody. So there is no doubt whatsoever about these numbers. So we are not committing to generating power at 10 or 15 or 20 rupees per kilowatt hour. We are generating power at between around 3 rupees plus minus, depending on the time of completion. So and these are real numbers. And at these numbers, the Nuclear Power Corporation is making a certain amount of surplus.
So my question was on diplomatic pressure while chalking the nuclear power program.
Now the second thing. Now the second point. Now let's discuss Kudankulam, please. Kudankulam is very important because I'll tell you, I myself negotiated that agreement way back in 1988, although a lot of delays took place for various reasons.
Coming to
it is a reactor in which we have incorporated some of the best safety features which are not there even in contemporary
but is there diplomatic pressure or not?
The same nomenclature.
Is there diplomatic pressure or not?
Passive cooling for the core.
Is Dr. Balachandran wanted to come in.
The issue is the issue that Gopalakrishnan made is that he is okay with heavy water reactors. Yes, that's fine. Okay, but this petition talks about everything. So let's first then keep the heavy water reactors.
Dr. Gopalakrishnan,
then
he's rebutting you.
To Kudankulam, which is the most important. Please, let me complete. Kudankulam, we have already spent 14,000 crores.
So
and now to say, don't start it, it just makes no sense.
No.
Whose money is it? It's
my question was of diplomatic pressure.
And over a 10-year period, we have done the reviews of the safety. Indian experts have been involved closely.
Let's take the other view.
Aspect of it, and the
let's take the other view.
Job. So now to say, bring in new experts, it just doesn't make any sense. There are no new experts available in the country,
watch.
including Gopalakrishnan. He is out of date. He is no more an expert. He is only a politician. Thank you.